And there we go. There we go. We're just finishing setting up a few more things here.
Oh, I heard the echo. Good to go.
Yep, should be going video live in just a second. I'll take the splash screen down. There we are. That's everything we'll be seeing. And let me just change one more thing here before I sit down. There we go. And now, there we are. We'll just be here for a couple hours, not all that long. I think I've got scheduled time until about 6. So we're not going to be doing the whole thing tonight, obviously, because I've got a lot of parts. Because I've got what I've got right here next to me on the couch, and I've got a whole bunch of other stuff over there on the floor. So we've got a few sessions of this. So
Ooh, that's fancy.
Yeah, don't worry too much about it. First thing we're going to be doing today is starting on the hood of the vehicle. So that is issue 20 I'm on right now. So
is this a stock model kit you can buy, or are you doing some wacky customization?
This is a stock model kit from Eaglemoss's Hero Collection line. They started doing the subscription bases about the tail end of 2020 is when they started it. So that's when I started getting the subscriptions in. That's what they call it. You get 4 parts per issue here. So what I've got right now is I've got the undercarriage for the hood, the top of the car, some more hardware for the hood, and then one of the holes for that midsection and the larger portion there, and then looks like the driver's side fender. After we'll finish out that subscription book. So, but I've got all the tools right here in this tray. Got a knife if I need it, because I'll need it for that box. Screwdrivers, pliers, tweezers, things like that. So
I see you got the fancy tray with the Ghostbusters. Is that Slimer? Who's he getting?
Oh yeah, the old real Ghostbusters metal TV tray.
Was that the one with the OG cast, or like the wheelchair guy?
No, that's the real Ghostbusters. It's like a mixed style between movie, but also the cartoon. As far as like based off the characters, like you got Blondie on there, Winston without his mustache, Ray's Peter's kind of got that little loop in his hair, and then got the redheaded Ray sitting there. So.
Wasn't Ray voiced by Garfield too, or something?
No, that was Peter Venkman. Peter Venkman was voiced by Lorenzo Music. That's who that was. No,
it was so weird too. He's like, "Hey everybody, I'm the funny guy, and I hate Mondays."
Yeah, about that. Yeah, that's actually. Oh, apparently I got a screwdriver in this set too. Look at that. I mean, I think I've already got a Phillips set. Yeah, I've already got a Phillips set, so I don't really need the one they sent me. But that was voiced by Lorenzo Music, who was the voice of Garfield. Actually, the reason they changed his voice to Dave Coulier, Uncle Joey, from Full House, was because Bill Murray was like, "Why do I sound like Garfield in this show? I don't like that." So they changed the casting around to appease Bill Murray. All right, let's see. 17B, I think that is... this one here. Although the Courtesy Flush is also streaming right now, so we'll see who may be popping in and out as the stream goes on. Alright, let's just... There they are. Get the tweezers out. That's this one here, and then got this little geared piece here, and that's this one here. Set those there. That way we got a nice little background, although... Alright, I need 2 BM screws. And the nice thing about this is, like, they give you everything that you need for that, for this section with it, like, as far as the screws goes, like, I got all these little guys, and these will all just be needed for for this alone. So, but I mean, they give you a couple extra ones for, in case you drop one or lose one. So you've got, a little bit of error, but I've got, all the extra screws saved over in case something goes terribly wrong and I end up losing everything. I've always got at least some backups somewhere else in the house. So.
Like, that shit drives me nuts. Like, you'd be screwing and you're like, "Whoop, there it goes," and then it's lost in the carpet forever.
Oh yeah. I mean, like these things are incredibly small, maybe like a quarter of an inch tall. So, I mean, luckily, I've got all hardwood floor linoleum tiling in my house, so losing things in the carpet isn't that big of a risk. But I have lost just these little itty bitty screws just because they just look like garbage. They just look like dust on the ground. So if you don't have a good eye, or at least keeping a good eye out for them, you're going to lose it, and it's going to be like, that's a pain. That will be a pain. And I did my best to do some light control, but I don't think the light's going to be that much of an issue. Surprisingly, the sun is shining. That's what all that bleed out is over there, but ho-hum, I say. Ho-hum.
So which part of the Ecto-1 are you working on today?
Well, right now we're starting, like I said, on the undercarriage of the hood. I've got the hood shell right down here, and, this will eventually connect underneath it, but right now we're working on all the hardware that will connect to the frame, or rather to the frame here, to the hood, so it will be able to hold itself open when you do open it up for display purposes.
Is it going to make the wee-wah, wee-wah?
Yes, there are lights and sounds, although this microphone won't pick it up. It's not really like a small contact mic, so I really can't get it close enough to the speaker under the vehicle. But yes, there will be lights and sound for the final product, which are already set up. But obviously, we got all the lights here. I don't have really much of anything for the roof rack yet, so hooking that stuff up isn't in the pipeline yet.
Did you ever get the Lego Ghostbusters model when they had it all those? I think it was over a decade ago.
No. Well, no. The Lego Ghostbusters sets came out maybe about 2017, 2018. Not long. I mean, there was a few Ghostbusters Legos for the Lego Dimensions game. They had those. And then they came out with the other Ghostbuster sets, like I said, maybe about 2018, 2019. I did get the Ecto-1. I never got the Firehouse, though. That's a big model. Never got that.
Oh, yeah, that was like a $400 one. Yeah, because I had the Ecto-1, too, where you had all the individual Ghostbusters, and you built the car that didn't fit in.
No, they fit fine in the car. I mean, I've got them. I think the models I think I've got that kit in the basement somewhere, but they fit fine in there. But they did have a larger Ecto-1 they made as well. I think that might have been their Kinetics line.
I'm thinking of the DeLorean, because I couldn't fit anyone inside the DeLorean.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let me go ahead and just swing over here, too, real quick. Because chat I can at least see is starting to get active, but as far as what they're actually saying, well, that's why you're here, buddy.
Well, one person wants to know how your construction is going. He's working on the undercarriage of the engine today.
Yeah. Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun. There, do that. Now, worst comes to worst, I can always look at my phone and have that double up with chat if you've got to move along for some reason. But yeah, no, it's going along right now. As I said before, maybe not to anyone here, but this is the Eaglemoss collection line. They send you a few pieces every few months, and you just kind of just piecemeal out the build. But what I normally do is I'll wait for a big buildup of parts, then spend just a few days putting everything together instead of maybe just a few hours putting just a couple of things together. Okay.
When you find a show that you like, you gotta wait till they all group up so you can binge watch it.
Now, you see, I'm not that big on binge watching, actually. I don't mind waiting every week for something, for a TV show. When everyone was complaining, the WandaVision's only coming out once a week, man, that sucks. It's no, I like it. It gave me something to look forward to each week. and then just something each week to just get away, just turn off get away from the computer and everything else, and just watch that on my own.
I think it also kind of matters on the show itself, because sometimes, like, when I remember watching like Game of Thrones back in the day, like, you needed a week to like decompress about what just happened.
Yeah. There's always that water cooler talk. Yeah. Which is something you really don't, like I said, you get the binge shows where you just watch, the whole thing in one sitting. Yeah, that's, some people like that. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't mind waiting, like I said, a week for a new episode, talk about it, and then, kind of theory craft and talk with everybody else about, oh, what do you think's going to happen next week since this is what happened this week kind of thing. That's what I like. Let's see, another BM, so that might probably be the last bowel movement of this kit here. I'll go ahead and just put that in here. And then, there we go. Yeah, all this stuff should be tight but movable is my guess. Tighten this in just a little bit more. Don't want to thread out these bolts, though. That's the one thing I am fairly careful to do.
Especially when they're that small, because once you get them in, you're not really going to get them out.
Yeah. No, this won't be RC. It'll just, it's just a big model, that's all it is. But it is, like, very accurate. Like the engine here. Let me grab the camera. Bring that in. Tighten that real quick. Then loosen that. But yeah, like, looking at the engine there, I had to put all of that together. All those little wires and tubes and things like that are all individual pieces. And, like, even under the caps there, they've got the spark plugs. I don't know if any of this is coming through, but I'll repeat myself in just a moment here. Put this back here. Because, like I say, as you can see, I've got more parts over there to the side. Just kind of reset the camera. My fat dumb fingers out of the way. But yeah, it was like you literally put the engine together. You put the belts on the fans, you put the fans on everything like that. Like, if I was given the parts to an engine and these instructions for building the engine to this, you probably would have a decent idea of where everything would go inside the engine to rebuild it. Because you put every little thing together. Now, obviously, you wouldn't be using screws and everything like that. Everything would be fitted together properly, but like that, you'd be able to look at things and get them all put in like that.
So it's just not a hunk of plastic that looks sort of like an engine?
No, it's individual pieces that do make up an engine. And, like, I've got the instructions over there on the side of the room. I might grab that a little bit later and kind of go back through them. But, I mean, like, just look at these instructions here. Like, that's what I'm doing for the hood. So I'm sure if you were to look under the hood of a Cadillac, you would see something just like that in the hinges for the hood to hold it up. And then that's this big one here. Yeah. Right. I think these sit. Yeah. Figure C. Okay, I got to add that one here. Tweezers to pull out this connecting arm. And that needs the QMs. And where's that one? Nope. Oh, no. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is a tiny little spring that will be used in all of this. So it's actually going to have some of that springing action. So Eaglemoss has had some kind of issues when it comes to delivering their parts, but as far as the authenticity or accuracy, I mean, it's pretty accurate to the actual vehicle itself.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, like I got Stay Puft Marshmallow Man right here, who's got my phone, and yeah, I've got that holding up the phone. I can see chat if I have to, if I need to. So, an F-14 you put together? You mean, yeah, probably. I know my brother put a smaller model together. It wasn't really much like this, but yeah. I mean, these builds aren't all that complicated. I'll show you as soon as I get done with this part right here, Bully Snake. I'll show you in a second. Everything is pretty straightforward when it comes to the pieces. Here we go. There is a little trial and error, though, trying to figure out what all kind of sits, or how everything kind of sits together at times. Just because the pictures may not be entirely too clear. Like, if there might be a little taper in a part that goes up instead of down, you have them backwards, obviously you got to take it back apart. Because there were a couple of pieces in here I had to disassemble and then reassemble. Just because I had something a little bit backwards. Yes, this all does come pre-painted. Okay, that slides in here, and then that goes into here, and that threads into here. Okay. Yeah, okay. And then this will sit... How does this sit together? Because there is a hole in here. That's it. Okay. That goes over and around like this. That goes in here. Okay. Why are you not lining up properly? That's a good question. This is where I got to take my glasses off, just because to look at some of the details a little bit closer here. You might find me doing a lot of that off and on, is just taking my glasses off, putting them back on. All right, that goes back like that. And here. Okay, that's supposed to go into here. Well, you know what we can do? Let's just move that up. There's a screwdriver. I should really try and put the tools back on the tray when I'm done with them so I know where they're at, because they will inevitably get buried under a pile of booklets. Come on, you little... Real riveting stuff, isn't this? There we go. There we go, and use the threads to pull that into each other. And then there we go. That's still a little loose, so there's still a little bit more turning to do. Oh, I think that's bottom out. Yeah, it's a little tighter now, yeah. But yeah, again, as far as the complexity of it goes, yeah, it does look a little daunting. But again, like, everything is pretty clearly presented to you, just kind of step by step. Like, the smallest pieces are going to be the screws, so, you know, kind of be careful of all those. Everything. I mean, this is going to be just, you know, straight up remodeling. I'm not taking a model of an ambulance or a model of a hearse and remove it and redoing it. I'm straight up getting the pieces for the Ecto-1 for this build. Again, this is Eaglemoss's Hero Collection line. Let's see, here's the page I was on. All right, got that. Oh, now I got to connect the gears. Oh yeah, and I got to pay attention to the timing, so... That's one thing you do need to pay attention when you're working with gears, is getting the timing down, because you can't just put a tooth into a tooth. There are certain teeth that line up specifically with one another, so everything works with itself to get a machine going.
I see.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about that. Yeah, yeah. No, this is the Ecto-1 based off the 84 film. Not the one based off the 2016 film.
So it's an old ambulance, not the hearse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Miller Meteor, which was what the body used for the Ecto-1, which is what was used for the Ecto-1, they were used for both. They were used as ambulances and as hearses, just because they had such a large body and everything like that. Get that a little tighter in there. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the timing does look like it's down properly, so I think that section is correct now. I still feel some threading left to do in this part. Come on. Wonder how loose it... Oh, that is supposed to be kind of loose because that goes... Yeah, that goes right into there. That slips right into there with the other QM, which is right here. Oh. So let's go ahead and slinkies into there. And then that... Oh, boy. That's looking pretty straight across there. Yeah, that should do it. What's chat saying, Pablo?
Mostly that there was no all-female Ghostbusters. You'd be crazy.
Listen, it wasn't the greatest movie they had. I'll say that. It was like one of the most expensive movies I really didn't want to see. But they did have some... there were some pretty good scenes in there, though. But, I mean, like, a lot of plot holes, though. A lot of... But then again, you can pretty much punch holes in any movie, though. Let's be honest. So... Alright, that little section there is done.
Yeah, I still need to see the new one.
Yeah, Afterlife, that's a good one. That was a good film. I did enjoy Afterlife. But I mean, if you want to see a fun story though with female Ghostbusters, I would recommend checking out the IDW series. They did a mostly all-female cast. It was Janine, Kylie, I think Melanie is her name. A character introduced in the IDW comics. She came in. And then a second character as well from the IDW comics based off of Chevy Chase of all people. They were playing the role of Ghostbusters for a while during that little few issue arc run.
That's too funny.
If you don't want to see Afterlife, Cake Boss, that's your decision, but don't write it off. It was a well done movie. Could there have been some changes with it? Yes, but they do a good job. Jason Reitman did an amazing job of just making a nice, good movie for the franchise. It is well worth a watch. All right, that one, and then we got the spring here. End goes down here. We should... What do I want to do? Do I want to... Yeah, let's try this. And then we got to stretch the spring. Oh, that's a tight little guy. Wow. Okay. God, I hope I don't end up straightening this thing. Or really ruining it anyway. Okay. Let's do that end. And Let's use a little heavier duty pair of tweezers here to get that some. That takes up the hole. I've got a better pair of needle noses here. Oh, yep, there goes the spring. It's a good thing I can still see it, though. It's a good thing I can still see it. Other model kits? Pablo, why don't you go ahead and take this question right now while I try and get this spring fixed?
Well, I know me. I'm big into Gunpla, and a few other people in the Legion are. I have way too. Actually, had a model put aside for it just because I need an excuse to get through my backlog. But I was worried that if I started doing it, I'd be too distracted by it to actually, read anything.
Well,
Right
which
I have a
gunplas
whole.
have you built recently? What's in your collection?
Let's see. Right next to me, I have a red Astray. Next to my blue Astray, I got a few Zaku. I need more. Let's see. I got all the Gundam Seed ones for whatever reason. I got a few. I got every unicorn in every color for some reason. I hate building those.
Well, that spring is gone. That launched somewhere. I'm not going to see that again.
Did they give you a bonus one at least for that one?
Nope, just one spring. Just one spring. How was I supposed to do that? If I don't hit spring between the notches. Yeah.
I see. The thing, I mean, there's a couple. You probably could turn a couple Zaku into some battle tech type stuff because Zaku comes in pretty wacky shapes. Like I had the aquatic one, which is like the Gulagog or something.
Oh, I just heard the spring. I stood up. It must have landed in my lap. There it is. Look at that. Oh, we got another chance at the spring. Yeah, I've got some Gundam models myself as well. Mostly heavy arms are in my collection. I've got I don't know what sizes they are, but I've got 2 of the wing heavy arms, the red ones. I've got a couple from Endless Waltz, and I've got a couple as well from I think it was called Gundam X or Gundam Moon or something like that. Where the one heavy arms is like a teal green system, and it's like a teal green one. It's got like 2 Vulcan cannons that just like attach to its arms that are held on its back. For life of me, I can't find them. They're probably in my parents' storage unit, so I'm gonna have to get my stuff out of there one of these days. But and then I've got a couple of wing units, like Gundam Wing. And then I've got most of my Zoids here. I've got a bunch of Zoid models too. I've got most of those here. I just gotta get them out and get them situated somewhere in the house. Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of enjoy building the Japanese models as well, just because they're, I don't want to say considerably easier, but they do have a nice, just a nice pagan push and secure in place.
Yeah, they fit together nicely.
Yeah. I've also got some Mega Man 3. I've got the X3 armor models as well. And do I have a Zero? No, I don't have a Zero model. I just have the 2 X3 armors. I've got the regular armor and I've got the golden armor as well. Yeah. All right. How the heck are we going to do this? Unless, let's try something here, because this is the... That's supposed to stand out, because
I have like almost every Gundam Wing except for like the Shenlong and like one other one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have the heavy arms, I have the Master Grade, and the Master Grade Gundam Wing models for the reason are slightly smaller than the normal, your average models.
Mm-hmm.
which I never really understood. Oh, man, I gotta set mine back up. I got a couple of them are near the light switch. Every time my kids go to turn on the lights, they knock them over.
Oh, dang kids.
My son's built a few of the high grade ones, but it's mostly like the entry level ones.
Okay, can I go up a little bit? No, that's not going to save me from that. That's not going to save me from the doom. Maybe if... No, that would take the teeth out of timing. Oh, they make it look so easy. These instructions, like, oh, you just put the spring on. Oh, yeah, just put the spring on. Yeah, that's easy. Just said them done. All right, I dropped the spring again. Where'd it go? It's on my leg somewhere. And back on the floor. And... building models is fun, kids. Don't do it. You'll go insane.
Or get addicted.
That one might have gone under the couch. All right, give me a minute. Dance for the people, Pablo.
Actually, Target the other day, other day, it was like a month ago. I got the America version of one of the Gundam kits, and it's like the greatest thing ever. It's got like the stripes and like the red, white, and blue.
There we go. Okay. Are these connections any closer to each other? Actually, I think they might be. They might be, so this might work.
I considered like trying to do some like the diorama type stuff I've seen people do, where they'll have like a tank stuck in the mud and they'll have like the resin painted on it, and but I just don't have the artistic talent for that. I don't think.
I mean, a lot of that is trial and error, because like I did quite a bit of prop building a few years ago for friends when we went to conventions. Like we did back when like TF2 was pretty big.
Yeah.
I built props for my buddy who was the pyro. We made his flamethrower. We made a minigun. Made the heavy's minigun up for another friend. Actually, we made a couple of flamethrowers for the pyro. Actually, yes, got the spring on. Anyway, made a couple of flamethrowers for the pyro. There were plans to make a rocket launcher for the soldier, but the guy that was going to do this soldier cosplay never really showed up for any of the buildings, so never did that. But basically what it comes down to is the first time you build something, like even the proton pack I have right here, the first time you build something, you at least learn how to do it, and you find out what you can do better the next time. Because like I said, we built at least 2 flamethrowers for my one friend. We built the first one, it was all right, but then it's like, okay, when we upgrade this one, here's what we can do better. Like we actually ended up buying a gas station pump for the flamethrower, because that's what the pyro uses in the game. It's a gas pump. So we actually bought a gas pump and configured that into like all the PVC and everything like that to make it all work and look.
Yeah, my problem is I'm a perfectionist, so like I'll go out of my way to make it as best I can, and it'll never be good enough, and I get frustrated and just stop messing with it.
Yeah, I could see that, but what can help is, again, like I said, go into it as this is the first time learning how to build it, and the second time is how you can make it look better, or how it can be better.
Yeah.
All right, now we're putting the under rib on the bottom side of the hood now, and that is going to be probably all these SM screws. Yeah, here they all are, and I'll just let's put that right back in the tray where it came from, and then that's what, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So 5 6 7 8 9. There we go. And here's the screw. Put that there. It's nice that the screwdriver that came with the set has a little magnetic tip to it, so it holds on to everything fairly well. Yeah, that goes in this one here. And
Maybe one day BattleTech will stop having its legal quagmire, and we can finally get some decent models.
that'd be pretty cool. And then, like, if they went like the route of the Zoids, where they had like additional armor bits for various of their models.
Oh, imagine they had like the tabletop game like that, where you actually had like the 3D models you could build, and like, you know.
I mean, but at that scale, that'd be pretty darn expensive.
I mean, if you use plastic, I mean, it's when they start using them pewter models and they start getting like, you know,
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Games Workshop where they just had dollar signs in their eyes.
yeah. We playing. We're not playing podcast bingo now, are we?
Oh wait, hating. Oh, we got it. We're hating on.
That's Elisa's free space. Is Games Workshop. I'm just having fun. But yeah, that'd be interesting. I've got the like as far as Zoids go, I've got Liger Zero, which was the white one, which was like the base model, and then through a website I ordered the Panzer armor, which is like all the Liger with all the missiles and everything like that. Because fuck yeah, conventional weapons. That's why I like heavy arms so much, because he's got the DACA instead of the pew pew. I like the DACA. Stay on there, and then that one goes there. We're just starting the screws into each hole before I tighten them down. That way, if the part's got to move a little bit to properly line up, it does have that little bit of give. And that is a big carryover from work, because I work in a machine shop. We do a lot of machine teardowns and rebuilds and things like that, so you gotta make sure there's clearance when you're lining up a lot of holes like that, because things don't match up. Either your part's scrap, or you gotta try and modify it without scrapping it. An RC Irby, yeah, that'd be fun. Just a little
with real lights and sounds.
Well, would an RC Irby take just one single AA battery? I mean, not AA, but a D cell battery in the torso?
All it does is like move around and make laser noises.
No, it's just like a little model kit that's got the cap, the legs, and the arm, and you have to buy a D cell battery as the body, as the Irby's torso. And you just wire everything to the battery and hope it doesn't blow up on you. Uncle Bucky's Urban Mech Emporium. Get them fuzzy dingly dangly dice for your urban mechs. Now, when you say funny voice, are you talking about like a little robot-y voice? Or are you talking about just like Uncle Bucky telling you another story through the tiny urban mech?
Or is it the dramatic robot?
Like, what was the robot's name from the Brack show?
Voltron.
No, not Voltron.
Molt something.
I thought it was something Lee's.
Oh, the one who talks like this.
Yes, that robot. Oh, I never really watched that show, but I'm blanking on it now. And then we've got this little guy here. That will take the E piece, and that will go. How's that go? No, not Futurama. I'm talking about the Brack show starring Brack on that was on Adult Swim. quite a few years ago after Brack's popularity exploded from Cartoon Planet of all things, not Space Ghost Coast to Coast because he wasn't on that initially.
Thundercleese.
Thundercleese, that's what it was. Thank you. I thought it was something Cleese. Because the only thing I really remember about Thundercleese is that he had the fish. And do not feed him 3 hams, because 3 hams will kill him. 3 hams will kill him. 3 hams. Alright, let's get 3 of these EPs out. Oh, that's 4. Let's just kind of try and scoop that back in the bag here. Come on, scoop, damn it! Fuck it. I'm gonna need more of them anyway, so let's just leave the 4 out. Oh, 1 in my hand, so we'll start with that one, I guess, huh? Yep. Those go in those corners there. Start number 1. Grab it. We'll put number 2 in the opposite corner here. That way, it'll help line up the other 2 holes properly, I hope. That's the initial plan anyway. There we go. And I'll get the 3rd. And that one goes lower left. There we go. And yep, we'll just tighten all 3 of these down now. Just a second. And the last one is tight enough in there. Let's see. Oh, you took the brag show was 2 Hanna-Barbera? Oh, yeah, you mean, well, yeah. Okay, here's the thing about cursing. The more curse words you have into a project, the closer you are to being done. That's just how it works, you know? And then this one goes in here like this. And then I need an AP bolt. And
If I'm not dad breathing and like muttering angrily to myself, am I really working?
fair enough, yeah. Just don't ask me to hold the flashlight for you, because I know no matter how I hold it, it won't be right enough for you.
That's the whole test. It builds character because, you know, sometime in life, people are going to be Dixie for no reason. You got to be ready for it.
Is that how you graduate from boy to son? Is holding the flashlight finally correctly?
Well, the thing is, you never hold it correctly. It's just to teach you how to, you know, ignore stupid criticism.
Ah, I see. Life lessons from Pablo Ichiban. The Pablo.
Because you're going to have that guy where nothing's good enough. Like, but
Fair.
Dad, I did everything perfectly.
Okay, now I need the underlip of the hood, which was built previously. And then that will go here, and that's a few more EP screws. I've already got 1 out, so I just need at least 2 more. There you go, shake those out. Put them in the tray. Right there. Whoop. Come on, gimme. Thank you, magnet. We will start on my left. Work our way in. There we go. Grab another one. Into the middle. And we'll grab the last one here. Oh, chat has a question for you, Pablo.
What is the thing you are going? Chemical engineering. I have just over a year left, and I'll finally have my degree at the tender age of 35.
You see, and with that knowledge, you'll be able to make the best smoothies around, Pablo.
I know.
You'll know the exact mixture of milk to ice cream to use.
Shoot, there's probably math about it too. I could really figure out.
God, imagine a bomb-ass coffee shop or something like that you could open up with that knowledge. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at how that's looking.
And like I thought you say well, but like other engineering disciplines, you can do cool stuff with. Like, oh, I'm a computer engineer. I made it so my house is designed over a computer, so when I open the door, it gets me a beer.
Yeah, that's called Alexa.
Or like, oh, I'm a mechanical engineer. I made this device where if I pull the trigger, it it's a boxing glove springs out and punches whoever's at the door into the nuts.
I've got a hydrate. And you know what? I was ready for that. You see, I've got a nice little hydration bottle right here. So
There you go. See, everything I know how to do is illegal. Like, oh, I can make biodiesel. All I need is highly corrosive lye and some corn oil. So you just need a large piece of property to do it, and then anything's legal.
oh, well, we don't ask questions about what's in the corn shed. All right, last couple of pieces here. I'll do that posture check in a second there, Molly. We just get this last part on here, and then we'll go ahead and stretch for you. Even though you didn't use points, I could still use the reminder because it's a good thing to do.
Does my giant stupid beer count as hydration?
I mean, what do you think I was drinking with Bowser last night? That's what I was using. I was using something else to hydrate, and it wasn't water. So it goes. Wait, yeah, spring in. Yeah, it goes this way. All right, get the glasses off again. Oh, no, don't do that to me. Oh, posture. I see a posture check popped up. All right, give me a minute. Let me just get this screw started at least, okay? All right, I got the posture check in there. Lean back a little bit. Stretch on the couch. Stretch on the couch like that. Where did I put that other screw now? Oh, here it is. It's right here in the hood. Black is hiding in the black. Oh, that one's going to be a rough run to get in there. Come on. Oh, yeah, look at that. I can bring it down through. Okay, let's get this first one tightened in. That way it doesn't move that much on me. Am I going to end up rounding the head out? Because if I do, that would suck. Come on. I can hear it getting all crunchy. That's not fun. Alright, let's...
Dagnabbit, I gotta hydrate again.
Oh, hydrate. Okay, well, if that's what the people want. There we go. We got a new friend here? Yes, this is the 1/6 scale Ecto-1. Coming up from Eaglemoss. I am currently building issue 20 right now. On issue 20 out of what's the stack end at here? Issue 20 out of 27. And that is over 100 components. Just over 100 components, actually. Uh-oh, come on. Oof. Oh, did I mess? Oh, I wonder if I screwed something up here. Come on. Oh. Screw in my lap, screw on the floor. Screw is now rolling the dinosaur. Ooh, yeah, that's... Oh, yeah, I mean... You just missed me putting a spring on not that long ago for this hood hinge here. And oh my goodness, was that rough at 1/6 scale? Come on, move. Okay, that's moving a little bit. Move that back. Okay.
At least you got your spring back.
Yeah, at least I got the spring on. Yeah. Well, now I'm wondering if I should have put the spring on. If I should have put this part on the hood first. Because that way I wouldn't have to... See, that's the thing about Eaglemoss is they tell you to put things together, but then when you get to them, like, a good idea would have been putting this piece on first, and then if I could build everything else off of it on this backside here, that way I'd already have those pan heads in there. You find a lot of things that are like, oh, this would have been easier if I did it this way. But I'm already, what, about... 7 swear words in at this point, just on this section alone. So let's just keep that going. Can you imagine a swear counter?
You gotta boost up those numbers. Those are amateur numbers.
Hey, we do have the everybody tag on here, so we can't swear that much. In case we have those, in case mom just put little Timmy down in front of the computer and said, "Oh, this will keep you entertained. They're doing the Ghostbusters." And then she goes off to have like her 12th bottle of wine or something. There goes the... Oh, there's going to be a lot of that. A lot of standing up, getting the screws out of my laps. That just comes with the territory. What do we got going here? Does it come with the nuclear reactor and the ghost disposal unit? No, as a matter of fact, no. Okay. The cyclotron.
I don't think your house is rated.
The nuke you're talking about is in the round. Oh, that's right. Not well on camera here. That's the round part of the proton pack. That's where the nuclear reaction is at. That's where the cyclotron is. The storage containment unit is a laser containment grid. Now, yes, it is volatile when you do turn the power off to it. Thus is the explosion caused when Walter Peck turned down the main office's containment unit back in 1984. All right. Well, I would imagine the containment grid is just a much larger, more powerful muon field than, and it's basically just a larger version of the ghost trap, because that's what those are. Those are muon traps. That is what compresses and holds the ghosts in the tiny boxes. And they get shoved into a bigger box, which pushes them into a tinier place. This our model kit building has been Warhammer. Oh, a Macross kit? Okay. Yeah, I could put a towel over my lap, but they move and squirm a lot. And I'm actually going to try and do my best to keep leaning over the table, but, you know, that's going to be neither here nor there. At least I got everything started in the holes they go into, but I'm almost not certain if they threaded the hood properly, because, my goodness, this is very tight. That's held moderately well into place. Oh, goodness. Gosh. I almost maybe want to try a different screw at this point, but at the same time, I don't. Yeah, just put the RM screws in there. Yeah, you make it sound so easy, instruction booklet. Let's try the different Phillips. Let's try the Craftsman first, the long Craftsman. It's got a smaller head to it. Well, that seems to be turning it a little bit better, yeah. There we go. Come on, get going. Yeah, that's a little better in place there. Oh, and if anyone's wondering, most of this is die-cast metal. This is going to be a heavy son of a gun. Oh no, is that Aloysius coming to drown me again like he did last night with the bows? Yeah, that front one got in a lot better using this different other screwdriver. Yes, it is Aloysius for the bell tolls. Who does the bell toll for? Does it toll for the...
Who's here to heckle you?
There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's... There we go. And now we've got at least the hood, the under ribbings of the hood, and one of the hinge adaptions. And that's just the first piece. Oh, look. We get a... Yep, that was part 71. So that was everything in there. We'll go ahead and just take all these pieces here, set them off to the side. And all these, I'll just down below, toss that away. They'll go into recycling. And now we've got the next section in a baggie. Open that up. I really gotta scan these QR codes that come on this thing, because this is also, like, for whatever reason, these are genuinely licensed products from GM, and there's a QR code on there. I don't know.
Oh my!
Yeah, I don't know what that QR code leads to. That's something I keep forgetting to look into. So, but yep. Next step is just the second verse. The second verse, same as the first, for the hood hinge. Plus, looks like an extra roof piece as well. So, open that up. Yeah, that'll be put aside. Oh, it's got an arrow pointing forward, so that's nice. We'll just set the hood on the frame here till we need it. But yeah, I'll remind me when I finish up with this second arm to show off under the hood, because like I said, the amount of detail they put into these things, there's even the engine information on the frame.
Nice.
Yeah.
Called GM and asked them for like really small replacement parts.
Yeah, they yeah, who knows? You know what? Maybe I'll see if there's any OEM pieces available as well if I lose something. OEM, or maybe some third market pieces. I think those might be nice as well. There actually are some third party modifications out there to kind of make things look a little more seamless, like the vents on the hood there. Here, let me get that. Like the vents on the hood here, you actually got to use some Phillips head to get those in there, where obviously on an actual vehicle, those vents are part of the hood. There are the bags. I need the BMs. What is that? Oh, that's what that is. Yeah. And there we go. BM screws, I just need, well, I'll need 3 of them in total for these pieces here. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go ahead and put the extra one away for now. Actually, you know, we should be done unless we lose it. So I need this big piece here and the longer of the 2 connecting arms. There we go. That there, and then, oh, that's right. Let's use the supplied one with the magnetic head. There we go. Now, I won't be building this whole thing on stream today. This will be a multi-stream series. It might not be every week. Who knows? We'll find out depending on how busy I am. Just a couple hours, get through some parts. I've got a big backlog of parts, so it's not like I won't be hurting for completion anytime because I don't have all the pieces for this anyway. So, but yeah, I figure if I'm going to be building this anyway, why don't I just why don't I build it on stream since we got this whole stream thing going on? Well, all right, yeah, all right, Cake Boss, you have yourself a good time since you got to skedaddle on out of here. And then this part goes in that way. Yeah, step goes inside. Let's grab another bolt here. If that goes in that way. Zip. And there we go. And get that going. Get that going. There we are. Come on. There we are. And those pieces are together. And then next comes that other gear. So I know we'll need to time these. And this is also where the springs connect. So what I might do now, actually, where's that spring? Here's that spring. Let's go ahead and grab the spring and see if we can't pre-connect it. Okay, yeah, because that's got to come in. And which end goes where on the springness? Hey, Darksteel, welcome, buddy.
Hello?
Okay, that long end will go on this tooth here. So, yeah. So what I'll do first is let's put the spring in place first. Then, oh, come on. See if we can kind of, all right, pull that out. Can we swing this up and around? All right, this could be possible, but then the issue is going to come to getting them pulled apart and then timed correctly. I mean, worst case scenario, I can always take the screw out and string it in properly. But let's at least start everything. Let's at least start the bolt and see if this experiment will work. Let's oh yeah, this is a it's a 1/6 scale model. So she long. She gonna be long when all finished. I mean, pretty much at maximum size right now. I just don't have the tail fins in. But yeah, as the kids would say, she gonna be a thick bitch when all is said and done. All right, and then can we pull them apart? Yeah, I might be able to do this. I might be able to do this. So, is everybody ready to count the swears?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, here we go swearing again. Okay, we got that in place. Yeah, because after that we'll be getting that. Yeah. Oh. So. Okay. There's not much swearing going on right now. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. But the timing is off, so let's get the tooth timing down now. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's bending the wrong way now. Okay. Well, now that we've stretched out the spring a little bit, let's go ahead and take it off. Maybe that'll make things a little bit easier when the time comes to actually put it together the right way then. Does it come with a very small block V8 option? Well, I mean, no, I believe the V8 was standard on this model of the Miller Meteor lineup. But if you are truly curious, give me just a second here. And I just realized that all this work is kind of out of your way. So we'll adjust the camera too as well. Let's go ahead and bring the camera down a little bit. Bring the camera down. And I'll move it up too. There. And I get to see the full workstation of my couch. Here is the first binder that I've got all the completed instructions in. And not only with like the issue instructions, you also get like a lot of behind the scenes stuff on the film and things like that they've done as well. Like small little interviews with like cast and crew that have gone through. But no, like as far as the engine goes, like I said, when they detail this thing, like just look at the various parts of the engine that have been included in the previous build kits.
They have a whole thing dedicated to the air filter. That's crazy.
Let me grab yeah. I mean, you don't get all of the little intricate details, but like you've got where the spark plug covers are, you've got where the pistons are going to go, you've got all that stuff in there. Just a lot of it's very cavity, like a big cavity, but you have an idea of where everything would go in the engine. I'm seeing a lot of wires that are just lights. No, there is no remote control, but let me just turn it on at least. There it is. Like the model I've got here, it's got a whole bunch. It's got a light and sound. It has lights and sound included. Like right here, like this guy. No, not this one, but this guy right here. That's the dome light. That's the dome light for the vehicle, and there are 5 little triggers here. Let me see if I can bring this up a little bit closer without stretching too much. Can I? Maybe. But yeah, I mean, it's a little hard to see, but there's a little trigger right here that when you've got all these triggers depressed, it will turn the dome light off. But when you open up a door, the lights will shut off. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Eaglemoss, they may have some shipping issues with everything because I've got a couple of friends that are doing this as well, but they haven't gotten as many kits as I have. They do have some issues, but the detail is insane. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What we got going on in chat here? Yeah, no, this, like I said, this is not remote controlled. It is lights and sounds, though. You got a timing
With
light.
realistic lights and sounds.
Yeah. I think you missed the one. Let's see. I'm just catching up on chat real quick here. Yeah. All right, anyway, yeah, looks like I'm just about caught up on chat, unless you got something there, Pistol. Looks like you're trying to get my attention a little bit, but I'll keep an eye there. Let me grab this little arm here, and I need the QM bolt. Right, this one right here. QM bolt. There we go. Small block. I mean, I guess it is quite literally a small block engine. Yes. If that's the kind of joke we're trying to make here, because we enjoy low-hanging fruit. It is the most delicious of all fruits. Okay, now the question is, there's the hood. Okay. Now do I want to try and see if I get this down first? If I put this down first, how easy would it be? Okay. These have to go on these will go on the inside. I'll sit like that. And then this will connect on top. This might make putting the spring on a little harder, so. But we've got that other screwdriver that made things a little bit easier, so we'll just construct as is, actually, so. Oh. There we go. There we go. That goes like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no, I haven't screwed up yet. I just made things look different. Okay, that goes forward like that. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And then we will put this through there. And then we will get the screw going. That's right. I need to try and be conscious.
Oh, I didn't even realize you had the jumpsuit on.
Oh yeah. I got my jumpsuit on.
Oh, it's black instead of the proper brown.
I enjoyed the darker jumpsuits over the khaki colored ones from the first film. I enjoyed the ones from the second film actually better. The darker, the black or charcoal ones, whichever color you want to go with. I like those ones actually a little bit better. So that is my ghost busting uniform of choice.
Does busting make you feel good?
It does release a bit amount of stress, yes. So yes, it does make me feel good. All right, let's get timing down. Timing is down. Bring the connecting arm up, and then we'll need the other QM bolt to put that connecting rod in place. And this is actually my second uniform. I had a more navy blue one that served me well for I want to say at least over 10 years of cosplaying, but that was just like that was a flight suit. Flight suit? Is that one the proper one? No, it was a coverall, so it didn't have as many pockets as the flight suit does. And I recently bought this flight suit, I want to say maybe about 5 years ago now, and swapped my patches and everything over to that one.
I always
It's
wanted to
even
be able to wear a flight suit because remember the
Maybe
officers
even
used
got
to
my
brag about how easy it was.
name tag on there. There we go.
Nice. Remember officers used to brag about, yeah, all I do is got to get up and slip them on like pajamas. It's so easy.
It is kind of easy when you do it like that, yeah. All right, got that combined. All right. Oh, time for the spring. Time for the spring. Like I said, hopefully it's a little bit easier now that we've already stretched it out once. Whoop. Getting that on in place. And then... on in place. And then we'll just start stretching and pulling. Oh man, that's going to be hard. All right, let's get the needle nose out again for this one. All right, this part of the project I might keep to myself again, just because having it nice and close might be a good idea. Almost have it. Oh, come on. Yes! Haha! Look at that. First try. First try. Yeah, you take that, you son of a gun. Ugh. All right, but you know, I'll just give you guys one. Damn it! There's your swear word for that part of the job.
Good heavens.
Yep. Okay, and then we just gotta connect it now to the hood. Where did I put the hood? I put the hood back here. There we go. And that slides there. And that will go like that. So we gotta bring that up a little bit. I think this material is probably black oxide if I had to guess. No, black oxiding wouldn't flake this much. Oh well, whatever. I want to say it's 95%. I want 95% say the pieces are die cast. I don't think these are all foreign materials. I think they are die cast. I double check. Hero Collector, yada yada yada, officially licensed. Back issues, to order back issues overseas, back issues, yada yada yada. With permission. I can look through some of the other instructions too real quick, but let me at least get this part on. Then I'll see. But like I said, I'm 95% sure it is die cast and not form. So, but yeah. I will say though, again, Eaglemoss, they make some pretty nice, high detailed models. Aside from like some of the shipping issues that they do have, if you are interested in model building, I would recommend Eaglemoss. They do have a Back to the Future DeLorean made up that you can get and build up like I have with the Ecto-1 here. And like they offer like a couple of different offers for these things. Like you could just get like I bumped up my order to get like everything for the Ecto-1, but like the base Ecto-1 modeling kit is basically just the vehicle, lights and sound. But my model I've got like little figures that are in scale with the vehicle, I think. I've got proton packs and a trap buildup that will go on the gurney that go on the back here. I've got a display case. I'll be getting a glass top for the display case. But for like the DeLorean, that model kit, they have a conversion kit where you can make it the regular DeLorean, or you could add the Mr. Fusion onto it. And then further after that, you can add on the modifications from the third movie, like the white wall tires and everything like that. So they do a lot of nice detail work if you don't mind their somewhat shoddy delivering schedule service. So it's a trade-off. If you're not chomping at the bit to build the thing all in one go, and you have patience and can pay like the, what is it, like $75, I think, a month for each issue. I think it's $25 a month or something like that. You get an issue. You get one issue a month with like four pieces each in each issue to build. And like I said, I mean, if you can justify the cost of things like that, even then you can also pause subscriptions and kind of pay for issues all at once too, if you want to do it that way as well. I would recommend Eaglemoss. They are a very good, very highly detailed modeling company, but like I said, they do have those shipment issues though that some people are experiencing and aren't all that happy with. But with that being said, they did recently start a Enterprise D from Star Trek, the Galaxy class model kit, like the subscription kit. Yeah, okay, $75 a month, but I mean, again, it does depend. Like you get four pieces a month. Like from what I got in this issue alone is it's like, so I got the undercarriage, I got the section I'm working on here, I've got this roof section here, and then I have the driver's side fender, which is what we'll try and get at today before. What time we sitting at anyway, Pablo?
5:30.
5:30. Okay, so about half an hour more going into this. I don't think there's anything directly after us on the channel. If you don't mind checking the schedule, though, Pablo, I would greatly appreciate that.
I figure where they're hiding it again.
Yeah, it's pinned somewhere on the Discord. Yeah, look at that, and that step done mostly. That's a little loose. I gotta tighten those down. What do we got here? You've got Buddy building the Enterprise Square. Okay, that's pretty cool. You get these things in what they call issues. And you kind of just piecemealed out. What I've done with the Ecto-1 is I've waited till like the first thing they sent you was like, they sent the hood and part of the grill here to kind of build out, but then they started sending parts of the engine. So what I do is I wait till I got like all of the engine, then I built the entirety of the engine, and then I just let my issues kind of come, stack up. And after that, I built the undercarriage of the car and put the engine inside of it. Then I let the issue stack up. Then I got pretty much the entirety of the interior built up and done. And now I'm starting to get pieces for the exterior of the car. So I'm starting that portion of the build now. So
looks like you got a decent buffer till the next stream.
Okay, I mean, I might, like I said, at least want to try and get these issues done with, and then maybe call it there, because I only anticipate only do this for a couple of hours.
Yeah,
so,
I got a thing to do at 6 myself.
Yeah. But yeah, Pistol, you do get these in pieces. They do kind of piecemeal it out. You don't get the entirety of the model at once, at least not right now, because the Ecto-1 is still in the initial shipment phases, but I'm sure if you wanted to, you could pay. I believe the DeLorean from Back to the Future is done fully, so if you wanted to build that, I think there would be an option where you could pay for it all at once and get it all at once. But I mean, getting this in pieces does help kind of spread out payments, so you're not throwing down. I forgot how many issues they said this was going to be, but it's not like I'm throwing down all I'm going to throw a number out there about $1,500. I think is what this will eventually come to is around $1,500, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But I'm not throwing that all down at once. I'm able to spread that out through over about 2.5, 3 years or so. So, and with the payment plan kind of like that, you know what? It's kind of worth it. And when you're a fan of something, yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, like $900 a month. Yeah, but a year, but. It's something you can just kind of spread out throughout the year and pay for, so I don't mind doing that. On the topic of model starships, does anyone know the company that sells the 1-300 models? Are you talking about just like, okay, it'd be a fun idea with 6mm wargaming. I want to put together either a dry dock, crashed, or ruined starship. I don't think BattleTech is 1/300. One thing you might want to look for is look into model trains. Like, I don't know what the scaling is off the top of my head, aside from just the basic gauges. But like, you've got your N, you've got your O gauge, you've got double O, HO, and all that. Whatever modeling in model trains that is close to 1/300 scale might work for what you're looking for. Z scale is the closest to, okay, 6mm by 8mm. Yeah, you might want to look into that. That's really the best I can tell you. So yeah, anything that falls into Z scale modeling as far as trains go, because I mean, model training is huge. It's pretty big. It's probably like quote unquote like undergroundish in the U.S., but like model trains is big in the U.K. So like, if you might have to end up importing some things, but if you could work with whatever they've got, you've at least got those options open to you there, where you can just kit bash things around and do it like that. I'm going to need these DM screws last, so I'll put those aside, take that out, and go with these screws here, toss them over onto the tray, cover on, and just toss that on the ground, because next step here is connecting all of this to the frame, to the body. And this is going to be annoying, I can just tell. Alright, let's go ahead and close the hood up. Don't want to press too hard against the springs. Alright, so we're going to need the 4 DMs. Those are going to go where? Alright, those will go here and here on both those sides. Get my grubby fingerprints all over my glasses. What fun that will be! What fun that will be! Let's give you some ASMR on opening here. Just kidding.
Oh my.
There, yeah, we got 4 screws out now. That's nice. That's nice. All right, back to real volume now, because I'm away from the microphone. We can go ahead and just drop these screws into here. Do that. Do that. And then slip these down in here. Would you mind reading that last chat post for me, Pablo?
Let's see. Yeah, shipping's cheaper in the UK than the US. I don't know what Canada ever did to you guys impose such nasty shipping costs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, that's the best. That's what I would suggest if you're looking for certain scale models. Is try and see what might be close to what you're looking for. Again, like I said, in model training, because there's such a large just infrastructure of things in model trains you could potentially use for scenery and dioramas and things like that. All right. Now the problem is going to be it was a good idea, but maybe I need to come at it from the other end here. And let's grab you onto here. Right. Stand you up like that. I'll bring the microphone up with me. Oh, that's what. Yep, that's what I was kind of struggling with. That's. Okay. And we'll hold the hood in place here. And then let's do that again with those screws. There we go. And, oh, come on. There we are. Of course I have one on here. So. All right, get off. Can at least start this one here. Yes, that one started. Okay, good. Now let's roll the back corner then. Get the corners going. Again, keep them loose. So you've got that little bit of playroom in the back to line all the other ones up. I think that one took. Yes, that one feels like it took. Because that front. Oh, the hood's opening up. Hood's opening up. Gravity, why? Yes, yes. And then we got one over. Come on. Come on. Oh, you know what? It's uses the magnetic force available. Oh, never mind. So much for the Super Friends announcer voice. And push that in here. And, alright. Screw is started. Screw is at least started. Hooray for all. Hooray, hurrah, hooray, hurrah. Let's see. Ooh. Polar Light does 1/350 scales. TOS Enterprise model. Still long. Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, you know, I think I might have known that. I know Playmobil has, like, a specific sized scale Enterprise, but it's like the size of a coffee table. And it's just big, because it scales to the... Because it scales, I think, don't quote me yet, to be honest, but it scales pretty close to the size of their figures. And it's pretty big. So Playmobil is kind of nuts. Come on, there we go. I have to end up using the other screwdriver here. A little bit longer. Yeah. And it's also got a little bit of a smaller head too, so that makes it a little bit easier to get into these Phillips. There we go. And then kind of tighten these up a little more. Hood's popping up a little bit, but you know what? I don't think that's a bad thing right now. As long as we can get these mostly tightened up. There we go. And then let's go ahead, swing this over here. I mean, that's how it was supposed to, it fits into place. There we go. There we go. All right. And now this, wow. Oh, that is this piece. And then, oh, is that from one of the other models, I think? All right, let's take a look here. Oh, I got this big guy. There's my knife. That's a knife. Be safe on stream, kids. Cut away from you with the utility knife. There we go. And that will go down here. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's a big one. Oh, look at that. They supply with a nice long screwdriver now. Look at that. Isn't that nice of them? Yeah, that's just issue 73. Oh, here are all the screws for that. I just take the plastic bit and just poof, right down there. And what this does is just, it has me take this, aim this forward. Yeah. It just sits there easy. I don't know why they really did it like this, instead of just making the roof like one whole piece, especially with those gaps in there. "52 instructions just to unwrap it." Yeah, well, I mean, putting this thing together is a bit of a labor. Yeah, I'll say that. I mean, and especially getting up to pick up and move this thing too, that's going to start being a bit of a haul in and of itself. And oh my god. Yeah. Again, the odd thing is I don't know what really, well, no, that's probably why they did, actually. They had the holes in the frame just to have some dead space to bring down the weight of shipping is probably why they did. Well, that's the thing, is you'd think it's for wiring space, for running all the lights and everything up, but that's probably what these holes are going to be for, because that's where those dome lights in the front go. That's for the dome lights in the back, and I'm going to be covering up these two holes, though. That's the odd thing. So I'll be covering up these two holes and everything else with this part here. That's what I find kind of strange, because the next step it's going to be having me do is, after I attach this section right here, this section here, which is a hole that would sit right about here-ish. Yeah, it looks like that sits maybe right about here. So, I mean, they may have just done it for weight purposes when it came to shipping, but I'm not sure. It just seems a little odd. Yeah, speed holes. Yeah. No, I put those into my car with a miner's pick. And yeah, just putting that together. So we'll just set the inner roof aside for now, and I'll just kind of just get this up here. Get the first few bolts out. And use our screwdriver and start just putting bolts in. Go with each corner. They could be, I mean, I don't have many, if any, pieces for the roof rack yet, so who knows what that's going to be. And even then, like, I'll just have to see when I get there, I guess. But I just do find it interesting, because I thought all those holes and everything, like those big gaping holes, were there to make wiring looking a little bit better. But I'll turn, like, all the wiring right now is running along this side of the car, and I mean, I don't have everything pulled all that tight into spaces yet, because again, I've yet to start putting the parts of the car on that will hide all the wiring. But they do have a decent diagram for where all the wires should go and how they connect. So I'm sure when I get to these other issues here, it'll show me how and where the wires will need to slink and slide up through. So oh, you can tell by the sound that it's cast, believe it or not. But oh yeah, well, I mean, I believe, because let's see here. And that sounds kind of like a die cast, I guess, but Oh, that's right. I was going to look in the booklet here real quick, actually. Let's see here. Build Ecto-1. You got a classic car from the movie. You got car parts. Look at these things. Yeah, I mean, it's probably on one of the flyers, but I am pretty sure it is die-cast, though. So, all right, let's tighten up these bolts here. That was a 1/4 Yep, 1/4 now. Thank you, clock. And then we'll just roll that one on. Again, I need to do a better job of showing off the process to everybody. I mean, I'm also learning as I go. Might try and get a different camera, a little more direct downwards instead of how I have it now. Alright, looks like these bolts should probably almost pop everything into place, or at least pull it up to be a little more seamless. I mean, and it could be a mixture of die cast and pressed, who knows? Well, I mean, we don't have anyone trailing behind us, so like I said, let's at least get these issues done. I'm not holding myself to a hard time right now, just a couple hours, because I wasn't sure how many pieces I'd be able to get through in one sitting or anything like that. So, all right, let's set this aside. Get this back out. Man. I mean, it's not that heavy. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but it does have some surprising weight to it just at this stage in the build. Okay, so then
Well, my friend, I have to go get ready for something else. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Pablo, you take it easy. Thanks for hanging out.
No worries.
So, oh, there we go. Yeah, it's okay. So those are just slip right in there. Yeah, these bolts are definitely going to be holding that curve in place. So, okay. And then, am I putting bolts in the large holes yet? No, these are all going up and down the sides. Up and down the sides. So, what would happen if I let's try that, because I don't think that'll be that much of a struggle to do that, to do it like that. So let's just move things around a little bit. Slip the car around. A piece of paper, I could do that, or got plenty of stuff behind me here. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's right. That's just held in there by friction. A nice blanket. Put that back. There we go. Yes. I mean, Stay Puft has been a phone stand, and he has also been a camera stand for me as well. So, he's been quite useful. Especially with, probably, at least $10 worth of quarters in his feet. Where'd I put all those screws? Okay. Trace our steps here. Isn't it fun you get a new idea and then you end up losing everything? Ah, here they all are. Okay. go ahead. We're going to get at least, I think, 5 on each side, it says. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 on each side. 5 on each side. There we go. And then these are all going to go into which holes? All right, that's going to be going. They're going to be going into these guys here, and pulling everything into, pulling the roof down into the frame. There goes chat. Go ahead and bring around this way. Yeah, it should be those holes there. That's why they gave me the longer screwdriver. All right, let's start a little more in the middle, I guess. Maybe if I treat this like a bronze liner on a slide, that could work. If I work from the inside out. All right, that's not even started. Come on. Okay, that side's starting, so it's a starting point. It's a starting point. We have a starting point. Of course I came prepared. This is my house. Welcome to my house, by the way. Please don't tell people how I live. I gotta remember that I got the microphone over here, so let's adjust that a little bit. Okay. Kind of, yeah. When I said mounting, I work in a machine shop. We do a lot of repairs. Some of the repairs we do are on what's known as roller housings, and it's a big bronze piece that is best to mount it either starting like from the middle and going out, because if the bronze plate on the back is curled, that way you push everything out to line it all up properly, or you start from one side and kind of going in up and down motion, go from one side to the other. Again, that way it flattens out the bronze liner, and it kind of gets a nice even cover, and all the holes line up after they've been cut. That one didn't go in. Or maybe that was not supposed to go in there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, that's supposed to go in there. So let's get the front in. And then we'll argue and yell at the back. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Welder, yeah. Now, do you do a lot of straightening with the welding work there? Because I know my dad was a carpenter, and on some job sites, welders would put down frames for things that would just be temporarily in place, or if they're a permanent part of the fixture, they get things in place. But going off of that framework, if it's not straight enough, they've had to call the welder back over a couple times, saying, "Hey, can you straighten this out?" And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, give me a second here," and he'd just go heat up some spots here, a couple of spots there, and then by the time he's done with it, that curved piece of metal was straightened right back out to how they needed it. Okay, you being a butt. Why is that being such a butt? Alright, let's try and get this back one here. I mean, trying to straighten anything has got to be tricky. Because he likes to just warp and twist metal. So I've learned on the job. Alright, let's get these out of here because I might have to start lifting up and wrestling with this thing. Oh, what I could do is, if I get some paper towel and get vice grip on there. Yeah, sheet metal ain't fun. We don't do a lot of sheet metal with where we work, or we do need sheet metal. We've got a fabricator that does like all that work for us. All right. Turn this on its side. Try and get at it this way. Yeah, a clamp might help. I was thinking that myself. Oh, that one took. That one took. Making progress. I also think part of the issue is that some of these holes may not be precisely lining up either. What would be a good thing, though, is if they made these bolts just a little bit longer. That would have helped a lot too, I think. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's tighten down what we've got. We'll kind of use the frame to help pull everything down. Kind of bring everything in flush here. Or at least as flush as it can be. Alright, got that one in. Those are down. Oh, come on, here we go. That's there. And just a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Got that roof pulled in. Maybe. Oh, that one took beautifully. I see. AAG trailers did a lot of that. Let's see, small welding to large. Oh, small to large gauge. Okay. Oh, I've got a screw with that bolt in that one. So it's just the back ones now I'm arguing with. Oh, there you are. All right. this bit to its back now. Okay, this side seems to be a lot closer than the other one, so let's see if we can get this one. Yep, that one's going in. So, I mean, it might also just be my luck that the roof is bent out a little bit over here. Yeah, because that's not coming apart there. So, I know I got that to... Oh, no, it's not even close. Hey, Sasquatch, how you doing, buddy? Alright, is that in that yet? No, that didn't take. Okay. No, I was on before Farming Simulator. I was on with Bowser last night, which was before Farm Simulator. Alright. I'm gonna go grab something. I'll be back in just a second, because my tools ain't all that far. Alright. Let's see if we can get these to work with us. I'm having a time is what I'm having. Having a time is what's going on right now. And make sure I get... So I don't want to cover up the hole I'm currently working on. That would defeat the purpose of clamping down. Alright, and let's get a little bit tighter there. Hopefully that's not damaging it too much. Now, granted, I am not clamping it down really all that tight, so... Ooh, yep, threads have engaged, so it was just enough. Just enough pressure to get everything together. Let's check the damage, shall we? Oh, yeah, no, look at that. Yeah, I got a light right there, so not much damage. Let me go ahead and kill that light there. See if I can't show this off any better. Yeah, things got a little darker, but yeah, it's, yeah. No real damage there at all. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Hey. It's you guys. Anyway. Now let's get this last corner here. And get the nose in there. Come on. Not that tight. Oh, you heard the cuckoo clock? Yeah. That was, I've got a couple of my grandfather's old clocks here, actually. He was a collector of clocks when they lived, especially when they were down in North Carolina. Gosh, I want to say they had probably at least 35 clocks in that house, I think, is what they may have counted when they moved them back up here to Michigan. Oh, threads engaging? No, they're not engaging. So that might need a little more pressure on this one. Check any damage? No damage. We're good. Still good. Still good. Let's go a little tighter on that one. Alright. Thanks, Sasquatch. We'll catch you later. This stream's actually up. What I might think of doing is just finishing up here Like, does this kid have those annoying water canister decals? I haven't gotten any of the decals in, but I would imagine it probably does. If it was on the original vehicle, they're probably gonna have it, yes. And if you're talking about the tanks on the side of the vehicle, yes, I would imagine it's gonna have those. Yeah, long chains. Yeah, those are just weight and pendulum clocks. That's what most mechanical clocks are weight and pendulums. Although there are the spring winders. My grandpa had quite a few of those. My parents have an old spring winder. I would really like a spring winding clock, but I haven't found one I like yet. Come on, no. All right, what I'm thinking is if I can at least get this roof done in a timely manner, that might be it for the stream, because we do have something coming up in a couple of hours, I believe. Let me check the schedule. I know this is riveting content, isn't it? Oh yeah, we got Mav and Rob coming up. That's not for another 3 hours. Another 3 hours, but I'm definitely not going to take up all that time there because I'm going to want to eat after this. It's getting close to dinner time, so I got that. All right. Nope, that needs to be a little bit tighter. A little bit tighter. A little bit more. A little bit more. All right. That might be it. Let's try this again. Come on. Oh, I think the thread's engaged finally. Yes, the threads have engaged. We have success. Success. All right. Yep, threads are engaged. So let's go ahead and... No, I lied. They have not engaged. Oh yeah, that's starting to damage that a little bit. Ah. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I could use some of the hardtack here on this thing just to hold this into place. Gosh. If only this bolt was just a little bit longer. I mean, look how small these things are I got to work with. So, if it was just a little bit longer, I think things would have a little bit different. No, nothing small enough, really. I mean, I got one at work, but that doesn't do me any good here. It doesn't do me any good here. Like, the smallest one I really got is this needle nose vice grip. So, it doesn't even look like it's lining up properly. Maybe I should have gone with this corner first. Who knows, though? Evening. All right. Much as I don't want to. All right. How's the rest of it looking, though? I mean, loosening the opposite corner might help a little bit, but the issue I'm seeing here, though, is that the actual corners themselves aren't. I've got that light back. Yeah, aren't necessarily they don't seem to be lining up properly. Because I am seeing some of the paint scratching off itself. Is the thing. Hey, Cookie. It's paint scratching off a little bit. So it looks like it's not even lining up properly. Well, you see, when that happens there, Bully, that's where you just blow the whole oversize, fill it with puddle weld, and then rethread it, retap it. No, the roof is not on backwards, but thanks for checking on that. It actually is larger on the back side than it is on the front, so putting it on backwards is a highly unlikely possibility. So, what I'm going to try is we're going to take the bolts out. And just pull this back. Let's just take all those little screws out. Yeah, I have chat on my phone so I can see you guys. I really haven't used heel coils that much. Stretch, yeah, I'll get on that stretch in a second because, Lord, bend over like this does that to you. I just hope the audio is coming through pretty clear because I've got the mic over here and I'm over here. Whoop. There. I'm going to be honest, this is probably a lot easier standing up, though, than it was, that would have been sitting down. I'll say that. All right. And that one still's got to come out, unless that one's threaded. Which is an entire possibility. Yeah, I think that was actually threaded. Okay. So, now that we've got some give on everything, let's go ahead, pull that one into place. Really? You're going to give me that? You're going to do me like that, model? Oh my goodness. Okay. Everything else is pretty much loose on this, except for the one screw that doesn't want to come out. Oh, that screw does want to come out now. All right. Punch that out. Start this corner. Go through the rest of it again. There we go. All right. Put the bad corner in first, and we'll just kind of try and get the rest. At this point, I really don't care which one start next first. As long as one of them starts. That one started. Okay. Let's get that opposite corner in. That way, we won't need to fight that much. Once you start, yeah, it feels like you started. All right, let's get the other corner going. Let's at least get the 4 corners. Here we are. And then that in there. Hey, look at that. I think they all finally seated. At least those anyway. Now we can try and get the rest in. The rest in. Got 1. 2 more to go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think we're going to do it. Last one. And if this one doesn't go in, I'm nuking everything. Yeah, look at that. There it goes. Please. Is that in? Oh, dear sweet Lord. Yes. All right, let's tighten them all down now. Tighten them all in, tighten them all down. Oh my gosh. That did pop for a second. Yes, we got all the bolts in. We're now in the process of tightening down the entirety of the roof. Holes here meant for, okay. Oh yeah, one of those little tiny little bit holders. That would be nice, I think. All right, let's. Corners. Corners. There we go. All right, look at that. We got the roof on now. Oh. Whew. Oh, that was a chore. Okay. What was that? Was that just? Oh, that's that light going on. You know what? Yeah, nothing else really connects in the next segment. So what I think I'll do is I'll go ahead and stop the stream here. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit, guys. A little bit later on, we'll have Mav and Rob on playing some games. So check back in about probably 2.5 hours or so. Looks like they'll be on. And Yeah, I think I might try setting this up again for next Saturday about the same time. So, or give or take a couple hours. We'll kind of see what's going on. But anyway, you guys have a good rest of your evening, and we will catch you later.